Okay, so what is data management? Data management is a simple thing where we will talk about import. Okay, before that, where we will talk about managing bulk records. Okay, so this is where we talk about managing bulk records. Okay, so what is this managing bulk records? Managing bulk records is working with multiple records at once. So far, whatever we have done is we just go to new and then create one record and then save it, right? But just imagine if you have 10,000 records and you want to create all 10,000 records into Salesforce. Okay, are you gonna create them one by one? You can do that, but that is not the right way of doing it, right? That will take you a lot of time, a long time for you to create those, right? So in that case, what you have to do is you just have to use the data management features, the bulk record management features. Okay. Okay. So to do this, we need a tool. Okay, which is called a data loader. The name suggests, yeah, it's used for loading data and all. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do is you have to use you have to install the data loader on your system. It's a standalone application, and this is something which needs to be installed on your computer. So we will begin with installing the data loader. Go to your developer org. Okay, so there's a lots of hands-on which you guys have to do here today. So just quickly log in into your developer orgs. Pearl, I have made you the presenter. Please share your screen. Okay, so just go to developer or log in into your Salesforce account. Manish, you also do the same thing. Okay. So Pearl, is it a Mac or Windows computer that you're using?
It's a MacBook.
Okay, Mac. Fine. Manish, how about you?
Windows.
Windows. Okay. So I'll make Manish presenter. Pearl, you can just log in by that time. So in case you're using Windows, you will get your software from the setup menu. If you're using Mac, then you will not get your software from this thing, from the setup menu. Then I will give you a separate link to download your software. All right. So to get the software, I told you you'll have to download and install data loader, right? So just go to setup data management. So in the left hand side menu, you have something called data management. Just look into that, expand that, and then you have data loader. Last, yes, click on this, download data loader. Okay, so it will take a couple of minutes to get downloaded, and after that it's gonna be you'll just have to double click on the exe file and install it. All right, the way you install any other software. So Pearl, because you're using a Mac, you cannot download the data loader from here. For you, I will give you a different link.
Okay.
Okay. This data loader for Mac is called Lexi Loader.
Okay.
I'll just give it to you. Wait. So I've given you the link in the chat window. Just
Yeah,
use this link.
okay. So I have to download something?
Yep.
Is it like the downloads from the
Download
soft?
button. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
So do you want me to the start trial or is
No,
that
no,
going to
no.
be defined?
That is Relate
Oh,
IQ.
okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Is it downloading? All files are original. What does it say?
Uh,
Try to use the first link. Yeah. Yeah. Download that first version. In the meanwhile,
Jeet,
Manish, you
should I
please
start the
download and
installation?
install. Sorry?
But like it has been downloaded, so should I start installing?
Yep.
अरे अरे तुम्हारे done, Jeet.
Right. You already had this, Pearl, or you install it now?
Just now I installed it.
Oh wow, computer is super fast, man. All right.
It's a
So now your application functionality wise is no difference from what this Windows one is, the Apex Data Loader and Lexi Loader, but just the names are different, and this is compatible with Mac computers. All right. So Manish,
okay.
it's also good to know information for you. If you're using a Mac computer, your that data loader will not work. Then you just need to use Lexi Loader. Okay, so you can search for Lexi Loader
Right.
on Google, and the top 2 3 links will give you the download options. All right. Okay, so now before we start, doing anything with this application, let's prepare a small file. Okay, let's say you want to insert 5 accounts into your Salesforce using data loader. Okay, So for that, I want you to create a small file, or I am gonna actually give you a small dummy file. Give me a minute, let me give you that file.
So for the Apex data loader, is the same username and password which we are using for the Salesforce, the developer edition. Same username password, will it work on this?
Yes.
I don't know what's the problem. It shows me
Yeah,
error
just
forming.
give me 2 minutes. Huh? I am
Okay.
actually sending you the file. So after that, we will log in into that. Okay, I just sent you a file with the sample data. Please go and check if you have received that, both of you. Download the file and save it anywhere on your computer. Done. Okay. Now, so basically what we have to do is, because first of all, we will do an import operation. We will import multiple records. Okay. And this file has 4 or 5 records in this. So we will see how we can import the data into this. Okay. So first thing that you have to do is you just have to have all your records in the form of a table in a CSV file. Okay. So this CSV file can be created using Excel, Microsoft Excel. So you can have all the data in the Microsoft Excel, and then you can just save that file as a CSV format. Okay, so there's a save as option. You can save it as CSV format. All right, so this is already in the CSV. You don't have to convert it into CSV, but you have to keep in mind that Salesforce only works with CSV files. So every time you're doing an import or something, that has to be a CSV format. All right. Okay. So now just come out of that and get into your data loader. So you downloaded the file, keep it somewhere wherever you want. Start with the data loader thing. Click on insert. So there are so many options available there. You see insert, update, upsert, and export. All those things are there, right? What I want to do is I want to insert data into my Salesforce. So what you have to do is just click on insert, put your login ID, password, try to log in. it will throw you an error, right? Even if you put correct login ID password. Manish, you are following, right?
Right, Jeet?
Okay,
It's showing an error.
it's showing an error, right? The reason why it shows an error is this is a standalone application and this requires additional security verification. Okay, so just putting your login ID password is not enough. You have to put security token here. Okay, now how do you get the security token? Just go to your Salesforce login, log in into your Salesforce developer account,
Yeah, in the account.
and you should go to my settings, and then go to personal, and then there is an option of the reset my security token. Click on reset security token. So what is this security token? This is just a system generated token, a long alphanumeric password kind of a thing, which is generated by Salesforce, and this is to be used whenever you're working on a standalone application, an application which is installed on your system. This also needs to be combined with your password. Okay, just go back and check your email. You must have received the security token. So you have put the security token only or password also? Password and then security token. Yeah, now you are logged in successfully. Click on next. Now we can import the data. We are ready to import the data. So we are successfully logged in. All right. Now first thing that you have to do is select, no, cancel it. Manish, I'm sharing your screen now. Yeah. Okay. So first thing that we have to do is we have to select which object I want to put the data in. So which object I want to put the data? I want to put the data in account object. All your objects are listed here, right? All your standard and custom objects. This time I want to put data into the account object. So select account object, browse the file. Wherever you saved that file, select that file. All right. Then go to next. It will contain 4 records. Okay. Now what we have to do here is the next that you have to do is mapping. Mapping means mapping the Salesforce fields with the columns of the CSV file. Okay. So my CSV file has 4 columns of data. We saw that, right? So we will just need to map those columns, web address, fax number, phone number, and company name with Salesforce columns, Salesforce fields. Which columns data goes into which field. So just click on create or edit a map. And then at the top you have all Salesforce fields listed, and in the bottom you have the columns from CSV file. So all that you have to do is drag and drop to match the fields. So company name is should be named there. So search for name at the top and drag and match it with the company. Search for name. Click on anyone and press N. You will find name. Select anyone and press N. Yes. Phone. Where is phone? And the fax.
Jeet?
Yep.
Yeah. I was again like the same thing like yesterday. That's why I logged out and logged in again.
Yep. That's fine.
So what we do here exactly? The drag and drop thing.
Yeah, you
And
just
it's
map the fields. If you see on Pearl's screen, we have just
uh-huh.
dragged the fields from the top and dragged them to the bottom thing. Okay. At the
Okay.
top, you have all Salesforce fields. At the bottom, you have your 4 columns, right? So you just have to
Right.
drag the correct fields from Salesforce and put it corresponding to the right CSV columns. That's it.
Okay. Just a second. Finish that. Fax number.
Okay. So Pearl, I think you are good to go ahead.
Address whose website.
Click on
Save
OK.
mapping.
No, you don't have to save mapping. Save mapping is if you want to use the same mapping next time also.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, you can click on
So
OK. Click on next. Yeah. Just hold on here for a second. Okay. Manish, how about you? Done?
I'm done with the mapping. So I press OK or save map. Is OK, right?
Yes.
Okay. So OK, and then next.
Then come to step 4 and wait.
Yep, I got the directory thing.
Okay. Now just read that. What is it asking? What directory is it asking?
Uh, for me, it's blank.
No, no, no. Read what text is written there. Step 4,
Okay,
finish.
select the directory where your success and error files will be saved.
Okay, so this is basically for log files. It's asking you for a folder where it would save the log files. Okay, log file is what? Let's say I'm trying to insert, let's say 50,000 records, okay, into Salesforce. Out of 50,000, 48,000 records get inserted, 2,000 records have errors. They do not get inserted. Then what will happen? I would need to know that which 48,000 were successfully inserted and which 2,000 were not inserted so that I can, correct the errors and put them again, right? So this is gonna be that directory where these files will be stored. So once you run your insert operation, Salesforce will create 2 files for you. One will be success.csv, one will be error.csv. Success.csv will have all the records which were inserted successfully. Error.csv will have all the records which were not inserted because of error. Got it? So just browse and define any folder where you want to save these files. It can be anywhere. You can create a new folder also somewhere and define it. Just say error logs. Okay. So you can create a new folder and define that directory for saving the success and error files and then finally click on finish. That's it. Yeah, that's okay. Say yes. How many successful inserts and how many errors? 4 successful inserts and 0 errors, right? You can click on view success and view error. It will show you which all records were successfully inserted, and there were no errors in fact. You can go back to the directory and check if the success and error files have been saved there also.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, now just open the success file, cancel it, open the successful file. Manish, I'm hoping you are also in pace with us.
Right, Jeet.
Okay, so just open the success file and you will find something very interesting. You see, there is one more field which you never supplied.
Status.
Yeah. Yeah.
Status,
Yeah.
and one more field that you never supplied. Yes, ID,
ID. ID.
right? So basically what happens is whenever you create a record in Salesforce, Salesforce generates a unique ID for that record. Okay, so there's a field called ID. You don't have to supply the ID. Salesforce automatically generates an ID for every record which is being created inside it. All right,
Okay.
so that is it. Just cancel this. So now we have the file. Okay, let's say what I want to do here is I want to update these records. Okay, insert operation is clear. We understand how to do an insert. Okay, now let's say I want to update these records. For updating the records you need ID because you are updating the record. So you need to first of all give an ID, then Salesforce will go and search for that ID and update that record. Okay, so in this case I have not given the industry. Okay, let's say I want to update the industry for these records. Now these are all records existing in the database. Okay, what I have to do is I just have to um, set the industry for these records. So all that I need to do is I need to have a CSV file with two fields, one ID, second industry. That's it. Whatever you want to update, you should have data of that, and you should always have an ID field if you're trying to update the records in the database, right? Otherwise, how will Salesforce identify the records which need to be updated? So can we just go ahead and do that? Just open your success file in your Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so maybe, yeah. So all that I need from here is the ID field. I can delete all other fields. I don't need. Okay, and add one more field called industry. And in industry, just put value technology. No, no, technology, right? Technology, not value. Technology and education and energy and put technology one more time. Okay, so now these records are already existing. What I want to do is I want to update them. I don't want to create them afresh. I just want to update them. So you can simply create this kind of a file, and now you can do a file save as and save it as an update file. Yeah, so save it as update file.
Jeet,
Mm-hmm.
something's wrong with my Excel. Uh, I'm lagging behind that step.
1 minute.
I think I need to do after the completion of this.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Excel is not working, or what is the problem?
Yeah, it's freezing actually my Excel.
Okay,
That's why I'm
fine.
trying to open in Edit Plus, but see, like when I open it, this thing, I'm not able to copy. It's not editable also.
This is Excel. Okay,
Right.
close it. Just go to file open again. Just close it once. Let's see.
Okay.
No, do a file open. Close it from here. Go to Excel and open it from there.
Okay.
Can you just try
I
to
think
go
it's
to
just that.
file open once?
The,
Go to file open. Don't open the recent item.
oh, oh, sorry. Okay. I You mean to browse
First of all, you
tab?
spend time with Excel. Click on open. Now go
Okay.
to that
Uh,
folder.
Here it's saved. Log
Yeah,
file
say
Salesforce.
all files. It's all Excel files. You make it all files. Select the success file. Click on open. Opens the same way, right?
I think Jeet, it's because of the I think it's like
Something.
a illegal copy maybe. So that's why
Okay.
it's freezing.
Whatever. So just
I will take
what's
care
that?
of it today. I will just keep. Yeah, I will just
Best thing
take a
that
look
you
at
can do
the
later on,
calls history.
after the session, if it does not work, copy the data and create a new Excel file, put it there, and then save it as a CSV file again. So that's again one way of working on it. So my
Okay,
file
Jeet.
now is ready for update, right? So while you're doing an update operation, make sure you have the ID field there, and then it's pretty simple, right? Sales, the moment you do the update operation, it will go find that ID and update that record. That's it. Okay. So Pearl, can we do the update operation? Yeah. So update,
Or maybe.
second one. Okay. Which object we want to use? Account. Browse the file. Again, the same thing. No difference as such. This is the one, right? Okay. Your operation will contain 4 records. That's fine. Click on OK.
Okay.
Now create or edit map.
Yeah, choose an existing one.
Okay. So sometimes what you can do is, if you are sure or if you have used the same field names in your CSV file, then you can do an auto map also. Auto match option is there. If your field names are identical, at the top you see auto match. Yeah,
Yeah.
just click on this. This time my field names on in the CSV file and Salesforce are same. So it's always advisable that you keep same names or identical names. Then automatch will help you do that. So you don't have to spend unnecessary time searching the fields and dragging and dropping. Okay. So click on
So what
OK.
happens?
ID got mapped with ID. Industry got mapped with industry. That's fine. Click on OK and
Yeah.
finish
So
it.
if suppose, sorry for the
Sorry.
interrupting you. Yeah. So if suppose there is the name is not same, like ID instead of ID, in the place is name and one is ID. How it will get synced together actually? Like when combining first the auto match field to columns. If there are different names, how it gets
No, if it finds
matched?
similar name, automatch will map the same names, or similar names also it will match. Okay.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
if you find that it has matched wrong fields, then you manually go and change it. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Just give me 1 second. Hello. Yep. Okay. So the fields are mapped. We are good to go ahead with this. Click on OK. Perform the update operation. Again, that success and error file log you have to define. For successful updates. So industry for all the records have been updated.
Yeah, the technology, education, energy. Yeah.
Correct. So this is how we work. So sometimes if you want to update some records, then you use update operation from here. If you want to insert records, then you should use the insert operation. Okay. Upsert is a combination of insert and update. The third operation that you see is a combination of insert and update. So that works if you are dealing with a set of data and you do not know whether the data exists in the database or not. In that case, you can do an upsert. So upsert basically will create the records which are not existing and update the records which are existing. All right. So it's as the name suggests, upsert. It's a combination of update and insert. Okay. Delete is one option where we can delete multiple records. Okay. So to delete multiple
Got it.
records through data loader, again what we have to do is we have to supply the IDs that we want to delete. Okay. So you should have a CSV file with all the IDs of the records that you want to delete. Let's say I want to delete all the records that I just created. So click on delete, select delete, accounts, go to browse and choose your update file or any file. Yeah, update file has IDs. Okay, so that's fine. Go to next, click on OK, create or edit map. Okay, so all that you have to map for delete is ID, nothing else is required. You need only ID to be deleted, right? Because I don't need to update or anything, I just need to get the IDs to delete the records. So the only field available for mapping is ID. You have selected ID, click on OK and perform the delete operation. Next, it will delete all these records that you just created. That's fine, click on yes. Okay, so 4 records got successfully deleted. These are the records which have got deleted. Close it. Okay, so all those 4 records that you created are now deleted. Okay, now if you have deleted those records, don't worry, those will go into your recycle bin. All right, so records are normally not permanently deleted, they move into the recycle bin. So go to the recycle bin. Oh, not this recycle bin, sorry. Go to your Salesforce or developer edition home page. Okay, click on the home tab. Yeah, there is recycle bin there. Do you see that in the left hand side? Yes. So all these records which just got deleted have come here in the recycle bin. In case you want to restore them, you can select them and say empty recycle bin. Sorry, wait. Undelete. Sorry. Okay. So the records which were deleted, they are now undeleted. Got it? That's how simple it is to
So
delete
now
the
the
data and
record,
undelete the data. Now again the data is back into the system.
so now how we can view the records what we have deleted right now?
Now you just undeleted them.
So what we inserted, how we'll be able to view it, Chief?
Go into accounts and see it there. Those records are back into the accounts. See, Dell, IBM, all these things you deleted, they've all come here again. Fine.
Yes.
Okay. So there's one more thing that we will do. That's just go to this thing, data loader again. That's an export operation. Okay. Just click on export. Okay. So in export, usually what happens is you can export the data. I mean, here we are not deleting it, we are just exporting the data, taking a copy of the data from Salesforce. So select the object from where you want to export the data. Here you just have to define a location where you want to save the export file. So it's usually called extract. So you can select where you want to save the export file or save as option. Go to next. What all fields you want to export, select at the top. Let's say ID and then the name of the account and the industry of the account is what I want to export. Select any 2-3 fields. Okay, and then if you want to put any criteria that I just want to export data which meets certain criteria, let's say or where account number is something or country is something, fine. In case you want to put any criteria, you can do that. Okay, so because we do not have that much of data right now, so let's not put the criteria.
Okay.
What we can do is we can just finish it here and the data will be exported. Okay, so you have the option of selecting the fields, you have the option of putting filters and then taking the export of the data. So your export file will be created and saved in the location. How many records you have got? 17. So this also gives you IDs and all that stuff. So the names and the phone numbers you have got. Now you have got this file as a CSV, got it as a CSV file. Got it?
Okay.
So you've got the data backup through export.
Yes.
Now, This export option is useful one for taking the backup of the data in case you have data and you want to take a backup. This is also useful. This is also very useful if you are planning to do an update and you want the IDs.
Okay.
In our case, we just inserted the records and we had the success file and we had the IDs there. But if I
Okay.
have not inserted the records right now, but I want to perform an update operation, in that case, what will I do? To get the IDs, the best thing is to do an export and fetch the
Okay.
IDs from there,
Okay. Okay.
right? All right. So that's it. That's what we are going to discuss today. So your activity for today will be try to create a little bigger file uh, and do all these operations once. So I think if you are able to do once all these things, that should be fine. I mean, any of you guys have done it here in the session itself, and spend a little more time with the application design. I'm gonna send you a
Okay.
link with one more application design thing. That is what you'll have to just design over this weekend. And once we meet on Monday, we are going to talk about a few more topics in terms of how do we control permissions of people accessing the data. Okay.
Okay.